Hello and welcome back. In this video, we'll discuss build script in Rust. First of all, let's discuss what is a build script and why do we even need it. Build script or build.rs is a Rust special script that runs before your crate is compiled. Now you can think of all such actions which you want to perform well before your Rust main crate is compiled. You can put it in Rust build script. Some actions such as generating files, setting environment variables, or even code generation. And the best part is all of this happens during the build time. So whatever you put inside your build.rs is run well before even your code is actually fully compiled. So it's pretty efficient, and let's dive into it and look at few examples of Handson where we can use it. First of all, let's look at our project structure. Now it's a pretty basic Rust project structure, nothing fancy, just one thing that we have here which is a bit uncommon in the basic Rust template, which is the build.rs file in the root of our project. Now if you have been following my channel for long, there was a time we did cover gRPC in Rust, and in those videos to generate our structs from protobufs we did use build.rs. The video is popping on your right top. If you are interested on gRPC in Rust, do check it out. So the same concept applies here. Since we need code or some generation just before running or compiling even the actual code, we can put it in build.rs. Let's start with a pretty basic example to get a hands-on of build script. So right here in our build.rs, we have a pretty straightforward script where we are reading the output directory, which is by default your target where your binary is stored. And then we have a generated rs here, and in the generated rs we write a build message const which is hello from build.rs, and that's literally all that we have here. Now in our main we just print out the build message. So what happens is we read from generated rs, basically we include that file in our main, and then we just print it. And if we just run this code just how we would normally run our Rust application, there you go, we get hello from build.rs, which is a message which is passed from our build file. Now one might think, hey, if this is part of our build cycle, then every time I build my application this would build again and again, causing high build time. No, but that's not the case, because it's optimized and it only builds if you make certain changes. So let's understand that. So let's say right here I add a print statement saying in build file, and we just write, and now let's see the time it takes to build. So time cargo build, and there you go, the time taken is around 13 seconds. Now if you build for the second time, as you can see, since there was no changes, it just builds in like 0.04 seconds, and if we just keep on building, it's pretty small. But if I make any change, let's say add another print saying increasing time, and now if I run the same, we have some error. Okay, let's run this again, and there you go, it's increased to 0.14 seconds. And then if we build again, as you can see, now it's down again. So basically anytime you make this change, only then the file is compiled, otherwise basically the file is built, otherwise yeah, it's just not built at all. Additionally, you can also set up this instruction which basically tells cargo to only rerun if changed. So build.rs will only be run if it's changed. So if you want to ensure that irrespective of environment version and it should not rerun, then simply add cargo rerun if changed. That will ensure that it only builds if there is any change. Let's look at another example. Now in this one we are generating some code. So right here, as you can see, we have a struct person, we provide the impl, we add new, and then we simply write it in a generated rs in the directory. And in our main we are just consuming the person and basically printing. And as you can see, we can also include this, which can also allow us to use all the IntelliSense and all different other features, since it's included with the build time. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope you guys understood and learned something new. If you do, like the video, share with your friends. I'll catch you guys in another video with an interesting topic. Until then, bye.